I said this when we started. Safety in numbers. We got to stay together. It's a rich tapestry. And then what happened? What happened? Patrick Mahomes, undefeated. Lamar Jackson, perfect pass rating. Jared Goff, perfect last 6 games. Playing great. Leaving everybody in the dust. Trevor Lawrence, 23 passing yards in the first half. Aaron Rodgers looked washed, 32 yards, and then he gets better. Oh, I'm Aaron Rodgers. No, man, let's all stay together, okay? Without further ado, it's Mahomes Mountain figuring it all out. I got to catch everybody up. Now I got to go get Trevor Lawrence. I didn't have a creative plan there.
Can I tell you something?
Kind of improv.
Even though I know that's a green screen with a ladder on the floor just right over there,
I found the secrets of Hollywood.
I found myself just rooting for you to fall.
I knew it.
Even though I don't even know how that would work.
Can I tell you something?
What?
When you roll your chair back and I say watch out, I don't mean it.
Off the mountain, like I wish KW was. Joe Flacco. You benched the future franchise for this 39-year-old because he was a fun story who stole comeback player of the year from a guy who literally had to be brought back to life on the field, and now you're letting him take over your team. Good job, Indy. Good job. Derek Carr. Listen, buddy. I know you're at base camp, but if Chris Olave, your brother, find out that where you are, he's going to come get you. So I would move off base camp as quick as possible. And the Titans and Raiders, we don't know who their quarterbacks are. Bottom of the mountain.
Wow.
3 of my guys.
Wow. Wow.
It's a mountain. It's tough mountain.
Wow.
There's nothing I can do. Caleb is tough. It's tough. He slid. He rose, he fell, he rose, he slid.
Happens.
Dak, I thought he hurt his hand. Then it was hamstring. They were looking at his hand. Now it's his hamstring. James Jones says he quit. Team added a receiver. I don't understand what they're doing. Trevor. It would have been so glorious to really just stick it to Brew, man. Blow a 22-point lead, his beloved Eagles, a great comeback, and then just throws a terrible interception. He has to fall. There's nothing to do. The mountain is sad about it. Jameis stays where he is. Bo Nix, not a great game, but had played probably well enough the previous weeks, guarantees he stays. What's up, Kato?
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
Does Bo Nix's receiving touchdown a part of the rich tapestry?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Happened, well, he was playing quarterback and he added a touchdown to his team. Yeah, I look at his receiving touchdowns with far more legitimacy than I look at Jalen Hurts' tush-push touchdowns. This at least took some skill to it. Yeah, Daniel Jones. Hey, Greg, there you go. DJ, he played decent. And you know what, Bryce? I was happy for you.
Yeah.
And he got he had an interception. It was actually a great pass. Bryce, back on the mountain. We didn't think you'd ever be back on the mountain. Good for you. 6th row. Jay, no. Bro, I got you. Listen, he
like that.
He's got to stop with these dumb plays.
He
just has to stop with these dumb plays. Russ was on a bye, so he stays. Gino, every week, man, Gino has a few throws that I'm like, man, there's not 4 quarterbacks in the league that can make those throws. And then he has a few throws. It's like, man, there's not 4 quarterbacks in the league who would make those throws. It's tough. Aaron moved up. Fair is fair. Tua, I know they've lost most of his starts, but the offense has a pulse again. They could have won this week. And Drake May. Listen,
come on.
It's not quarterback wins mountain. And upon reviewing the all 22 of Titans Patriots, as I of course did, it does appear Wildes guy Kendrick Bourne tripped on that pass that was the game-losing interception. Also, he was throwing into the wind because Gerard Mayo didn't know to take the wind. 5th row. Darnold outlasted pumpkin mode.
Wow.
I mean, he did. He outlasted pumpkin mode.
Pumpkin watch?
Well, we're going to have to, now he's on like peppermint watch. So I don't know, the holidays changed. I'm not sure. But he literally outlasted the pumpkin we brought in to see who would turn into a pumpkin first. The pumpkin's rotting. He's there. Bake Show stays where he is. Kyler stays where he is. Kirk, they all played well this week. All 3 of those guys could have moved up. Well, not Baker, but Kyler and Kirk could have moved up. But you'll see the people ahead of him. Brock Purdy on a bye, Brew. Staying where he is. I don't want to be yelled at about Brock Purdy. And again, it's not left to right. If it were, that's still where he'd be. 4th row. All right, everyone's going to yell at me about Jared Goff. I already know it. What I also know is the 6 guys above him are better than him and have played better than him the last couple weeks, even though he's had this sparkling completion percentage that Wildes is just over the moon about. He's not. The offense has been rolling. He's not making any mistakes. Last 2 weeks, he hasn't done much. Justin Herbert was the hardest guy not to move up. I thought he played brilliantly this week against a decent Browns defense. Jalen Hurts also could have moved up as well, just too hard in the top 6. And C.J. Stroud had to move down a bit, even though I don't really blame him so much. He's down his receivers, and the offensive line's getting him killed. Now to the top 3. I don't know. Call me crazy. I think Joe Burrow's pretty good. Another 5-touchdown game. Another game where they score 40-plus points. Another game where he makes almost no mistakes. Jack Jones got him the one time. Matt Stafford willing that Rams team back into contention. And Jaden Daniels has gotten to the point. This is the nice thing you say about a rookie. They win. He plays really well. Not even a story.
Yep.
You know, and it's just like, oh, yeah, we kind of expected that. And then the top 3 remains totally unchanged. Josh Allen played really well this week. They won. Lamar played a damn near perfect football game. They won. I think we can show row 2. Maybe not, but that's who it is. And then, of course, still atop the mountain is Patrick Mahomes. There was a real chance after that Lamar performance that if Mahomes had played poorly this week, and certainly if the Chiefs had lost, Lamar would take his spot atop the mountain, as he did multiple times last year. Unfortunately, Patrick plays best game of the year. Unfortunately for Lamar, that is, so he stays atop the mountain. Greg, go ahead.
Air getting thin up here.
I know,
top
man.
of the mountain.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm going to go straight to Jared Goff. And it's not like the mountain. I like a lot of the positions on the mountain. I just feel like Jared Goff, you can't slide him all the way down there because of what we talk about it being a rich tapestry.
Yeah.
With Jared Goff this year, yes, the completion percentage has been spectacular. When you put the 6-game win streak up, and you look at his numbers, they're fantastic. They're absolutely awesome. Passing yards aren't as identifiable as everyone else. But when you talk about quarterback play, that comes in. Brew always talks about the intangibles, like leadership, like how they look as an offense, willingness to be whatever is needed for your team to have success. That is Jared Goff. And since that perfect game that he had against the Seattle Seahawks, where he was 18 of 18 and he lit it up, under pressure is where you want your quarterbacks to be at their best. And Jared Goff is just simply that.
Come on.
Under pressure. This is who he is.
That's
now,
shocking.
You look at all those other stats and you can say you pull the best numbers, but when Jared Goff is under pressure, and we're talking about even the inclement weather in Green Bay this past week, we were all waiting, and I know if you are not a Detroit Lions fan and not a Jared Goff fan, you were waiting for him to have a slip in that completion percentage, be inaccurate with the ball, slip out his hand, fumble, all the things. But he didn't do those things. This is who he has been all season long. These numbers aren't fabricated. This is Jared Goff. And so for me, when I look at it, it's not just about last week or the Titans game where he only had 85 yards. He's doing whatever his team is asking him to do to get wins, to put them in position to be where they are in the NFC, which is the best team in the NFC and arguably the best team in football because of how he's been playing. Jared Goff should be up a lot higher.
It's a very, very compelling case. So I'm just going to put a man to a decision. Who are we moving down?
You don't have to move anyone down. Just move Jared Goff up.
That's not how it works.
Yeah,
Stafford goes down.
I don't care.
Stafford goes down.
I honestly would take Jaden down. I would take Jaden. I know it's exciting because we're excited about the wins. That's why Jaden is up.
I knew Greg wouldn't take Stafford down because Greg's like me with Stafford. Right, this guy. He's too good. Brew, go ahead.
Well, look, Wild said something at the beginning of the mountain that it was a really good mountain. I'm going to second that, Nick. This mountain, I'm going to give you love. An unprecedented level of objectivity that I've never seen from the mountain.
I totally agree. I thought something was up. That's why
three Nick guys, right? Three guys. That's why, your voice is messed up because Caleb, Dak, and Trevor at the bottom. Nick, kudos to you. And I got to say that Nick is heartless. Nick will drop you like a bad habit. He doesn't even call Trevor the Prince anymore. It's Trevor.
Yep.
And oftentimes it's Trevor Lawrence. They never even had a thing. And it seems like as he dropped, Caleb was not only on the bottom of the mountain, he's below Drake May.
Yeah.
Drake May's played, 3 games?
Caleb was better at USC. He was higher.
Yes, he was. So, Nick, props. Props to you, my man. I do agree with Greg that Goff's got to be up, and I'm going to name a guy, Stafford. Y'all want to act like Matthew Stafford is Tom Brady. No, Matthew Stafford struggled mightily when Cooper Kupp wasn't there, when Puka Nacua wasn't there. 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions through the first 5-6 games, something like that.
Then.
He's played well the last 2 weeks, but Goff should replace him. Herbert has played well in limited opportunities because of Harbaugh, but still, he's played well. But yeah, I'm moving Stafford down. 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Nothing to get excited about.
Touchdown-interception ratio, Mountain, or else Mahomes wouldn't be a top. It's a rich tapestry, and a lot of that involves eye test. And how about this? The Rams didn't become sellers, didn't give up on their season. You know why? Because they know they have a quarterback good enough to win a Super Bowl. Because because of Matt Stafford's talent and ability, they held on to the rope. Puka came back. Puka's so fired up, he's punching people. Cooper Kupp, he's got 2 bad ankles. He don't care. He's still fighting for it.
2 words.
What?
Jaquaski Tartt.
Oh, my God. Wildes, do you want to explain to the audience what he's talking about?
He dropped the ball in the NFC title game, or Matthew Stafford wouldn't have even gotten to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
I know.
If that happened to Brock Purdy, you don't think that'd be a flagpole on the mountain?
America. Again, if you're like, Jaquaski Tartt was in last year's NFC title game?
No.
You're like, oh, Jaquaski Tartt was in the year before? No. 3 years ago.
Does that make it any less relevant?
13 minutes left in a game. A guy dropped the pick.
It's a poor argument because they go on to win the Super Bowl.
That was a sliding doors moment.
I'm just saying, that's how fragile things are.
If Kyle Shanahan is so good, how come he couldn't win with?
Right. Thank you.
CJ Beathard.
Thank you. Thank you.
CJ Beathard. Okay. A few weeks ago, Drake wasn't on the mountain.
He wasn't starting.
I know, but I still did a big thing on Drake to grease the skids, you know? It's like when you start planting seeds in your family's minds about what you want for Christmas. Oh, that looks nice. Drake May. Should he move up right now? No, he just lost the game. It's okay though. Look at his numbers. Just be prepared to move him up next week when he beats Caleb. We used to not be good. Now we're good. That's what that graphic is. Throw that thing. Here's Pat.
Wait, what? Hold on. Can we stay on this for a second?
Yeah, sure.
So, you guys are still at 18 points a game?
It's pretty good though.
I mean,
complimentary football.
Okay, got it. No problem.
We got to drive the whole field off.
No problem.
He's 5 for 5 in the red zone?
Yes.
That's good.
We're out there making moves. And then how is he doing up against tomato cans? Well, kind of, but oddly, these defenses are pretty good. Jacksonville's defense is not good. Tennessee's defense is the best in the league. You know, by watching the Tennessee Titans, you wouldn't think that, but it turns out numerically they are. Now we're going up against Caleb. Ooh. And then finally, Drake running around. Just looks fantastic. How fast is he? Well, it's time to talk about him in the same category as Lamar and Jaden Daniels.
Really?
Yeah. You see the numbers?
He is fast.
He's super
shows
fast.
some speed.
Yeah, and he's running the balls and needs to slide a little bit more. But he's out there as one of the most dynamic quarterbacks. So next week, I'm just planting a seed.
Okay.
Planting a seed.
Can I?
But this is also... The segment is better when the mountain is worse. This is a compliment. The mountain was excellent.
Okay.
So I just had to put a little compliment on Drake May.
The mountain's excellence is no excuse for your dereliction of duty. This is
What do
the
you want me to do? I have
second
no
time.
one to move
This
up.
is
Want me
the
to
second
go Burrow
time
down?
in a month that you have gone against the conceit of the segment. It is about moving someone. Instead, both times you're like, Drake May, I agree with you. I just want to carve out 3 minutes to talk about it. Go on Nesson or call into one of those dopes on EI show and wax poetic, or do it in your 90 minutes with Bill Simmons yesterday.
We did.
Exactly.
20 minutes.
Not here today.
Put the mountain back up. I agree with the mountain.
Okay, well then just say, you know what? I pass. Instead of being like, here's 3 minutes, America, on the Patriots' prolific 18-point-per-game offense, where you say Drake May's as fast as Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels. I don't have a voice.
As dynamic.
You said fast
Even that,
first.
that's not
and
good
it's,
either.
Look at the speed. Look at next gen.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Greg, look at next gen.
Look at next gen.
I'm serious. He had one of the fastest touchdown
He
runs.
sounds like your grandparents saying, look at the Google.
Look
Like-
at next gen. Josh, you have next gen right there. It's one of the top 5 fastest touchdowns the other week in NFL history, maybe. Since next gen started.
Oh my gosh.
2 years
What are we
old.
doing?
I'm serious.
I
The guy
know.
can move.
Roll the animation.
The guy can move. I'm telling you.
I
He
think
is
he's a good
fast.
player.
He's
but
a was
Great
surprised
player.
by his speed.
Watch next week when he's up.
His Chiefs definitely go. Oh, he's gonna fall.
I did go down.
He's gonna fall.
I'm gone.
How'd you fall that far when that thing's on the floor?
It was.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.